Welcome back, freshwater fish fans. In this one, we're going to be looking at the final stages, part 3 of Hyphessobrycon Procyon, Raccoon Tetras, where we'll be looking from brine shrimp junkies to self-sufficient teenagers. So without further ado, we'll get cracking. It's been a while, welcome back. So, the story so far. We've got some Raccoon Tetras from Albury Howgate and a couple from Ash. Put them into tanks. The bred got fry. We've raised the fry to a certain stage. This is part 3 now, where they're at the stage where you can tell male and female. Now, what do we do from here onwards? And what have we done to get rid of this part? So today we've reached the transition stage where we take them from baby fish, little miniatures of the parents, to the next stage, the transition stage. This is the stage when your little fry go from brine shrimp little Pac-Man, gobbling up all them little pack pellets of the brine shrimp, into introducing different food types. I've introduced them to, at the minute, just protein pellets. Very fine protein pellets. I'll give you a look at them now. So I bought these, like I say, from Heron Foods. I think it was 1 kilo of them for £15-ish. I'll put the price on the bottom now. And as you can see, get some out if I can. They're really small. Ideal for little tetras. But I have to admit, I was just giving them a bit of that before I was putting them in at first, just to get them to the right size for the smaller ones. And as you can see, they're quite happily taking them now. See them darting there for them. But when I first tried to introduce them to pellets, it would have nothing to do with them. So what I did was I mixed it. I put a little drop of baby brine into both and the pellets crushed up. And then after a while they got used to eating them both. And then to turn from the baby brine to pellets. I have to admit, I still give them baby brine, but it's more as a treat now. It's more like the pizza night for them. So I am still giving them baby brine, but I am supplementing with the pellets. Not everyone will do that, just the way I like to do it. And it's worked for me. Might work for you, I don't know. I'm also going to start over the next week introducing crushed flake as well. I am feeding them 3 times a day. Water changes is once every 2 days. Basically I give it a good vacuum out, do one this day, one that day, one this day, one that day, alternate them. That's how I've been doing it. The eagle-eyed amongst you will know I've got 2 tanks here. They were getting too big for one and I was running out of space. As you know, I am trying to remodel the fish room. Slow progress, but they were running out of space. What I thought I would do is just half them into the other breeding tank. I have tried a couple of goes at doing the cardinal tetras in this one while I had them all in that one. Something I wasn't doing quite right, so I've put it on hold just for now. But I will give it a go once we move these on. And that's what's happening in today's video. I'm taking the adults and putting them in the tank upstairs and putting all these back together into one bigger tank. And I'm going to add some greenery to that tank, because the greenery brings out the best in their fish, brings out the best colours, the best behaviour because they feel safer, and it gives the food somewhere to just nestle on your things like your mosses and stuff like that, where the fish will pick them up. Tetras don't, you believe, tiny tetras don't tend to like, I'm saying that, there they go, they're eating it off the bottom there. The shape of the jaw, they tend to be mid feeders and up feeders. They don't tend to be bottom feeders. especially when it's like a sand substrate, things like that. So we're going to try and get it on the moss for them to feed better. These are the adults. Got 4 male and 4 female left. I did lose a couple, I think you'll probably remember, I did lose a couple that jumped out the tank. New to this, tip for you, reduce the water before you try and catch them, because they do jump, and once they jump, start to go on the run, it's hard to get them, especially when you've got so many little places you can't actually get out to get them back, and that's what happened with 2 of them. So I lost a couple. Albie give us 3 and Ash give us the rest. He had a few and he gave us them kindly. So what we're going to do is we're going to get these netted up, take them to the tank upstairs where the discus in, add them to a nice green tank and let the colours mature a little bit more, and then we might give them another go at breeding. I don't know, I might call it a day with them, we'll see, but it's always there is an option. So we'll stick that on time lapse while I catch them. So the whole reason why we're doing this is to give our fish a bit more swim room, a bit more chance to grow, because that was my stumbling block at the minute. Things had stagnated just a little bit because I didn't have them in a bigger tank. Now they're in a bigger tank, it won't be long before I actually need a bigger one again, but I just want to get them past that size and I'll take them upstairs with the adults, probably. Although they might be hard to catch in a planted tank, we'll just wait and see. I can always use the 2 tanks, the one next with the cardinals as I'm doing the breeding with the cardinals. So there you have it, that's the 8 fish. I best count them up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hopefully, I'll double check. So it's time to put them in the tank upstairs. I had to put the lid on as they were starting to jump as I was coming up the stairs. But here we go. So there they are in the new home, temporary home. Something special about watching Tetra's school. They'll probably all hide away, group up and hide at the back. Put the lid back on. The other good thing about putting them up here is it's one less tank to heat downstairs in the garage over the winter. That's always handy as well. So yeah, they're all hiding at the back there. I'll probably not see them until feeding time tomorrow. Oh no, here they come. Enjoying the greenery. I'll bring you back up for another shot of them and just show you how much they colour up once they get happy in their environment. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yep, got them all. Champion. 1, 2, 3, 4 males, 4 females. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm only seeing 3 females. Don't see another one's jumping out. Oh no, there we go. 4. 1, 2, 3. 3 in a group. And 1 hiding at the back. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to give this tank a bit of a clean while I've got no fish in, apart from that one pleco of course. Get rid of some of the snails out of it, feed the puffers with them, and reduce the water in the 2 fry tanks, and that way I can just tip the remainder straight in and then top up with fresh water to the required level. That seems like the easiest plan. Well, that works is a different thing. The growout tank doesn't have to be fancy, but it does need to be stable. So here's my quick checklist. I need the sponge filter put back in, gentle flow, fry safe, plants. I'll put the moss back in for now, I'll get some more plants. I've given them a wider swimming area now that the teenagers They need room to cause chaos. And consistent, frequent water changes, because grown fish equal messy fish. Right, we'll do one tank at a time. Just gently pouring them in. I'm saying gently. None left. None left. Right. Same with this one. But we need some water on here before we put all that into there to take up. Be free, my little beauties. Put it all out. Double check. Yep, that's them all out. Now I'll just top that up and let them grow big and strong. I'll get some more plants for you as well, I think. Basically, we're running an all-inclusive hotel that we need to keep the rooms clean and keep the buffet stocked. There's the adults now, starting to colour up nicely. Keep telling the males because the males have got the big elongated fins like the skirt on the back with a bit more colour than the females that are slightly smaller. Hopefully the ones downstairs will start to look like this more and more now we've done that. That's basically it for Hyphessobrycon Procyon Part 3. It's getting easier to see that as well. Because when I first tried it was like, but now it is getting a little bit easier. It's like everything, you need to learn. Or as Albie would say, you need to learn. So the tank is just starting to clear. Still a lot of debris in the water column. But as you can see, I've got quite a little shoal going. Feeding wise, just tiny little bits. But the good thing is I've got plenty of snails in from your puffers that will pick up anything that you fed too much of. You'll take that out and I can get rid of it by popping them straight in with a puffer fish. If there's anything I've missed, I don't think there is there? Anything I've missed, drop it in the comments. Don't have to. Drop it a like. That would be nice if you could do that. That would be really helpful. And there's a new thing called Hyped. You get 3 hypes per week, I believe. And if you'd be good enough to give us one of your 3 hypes, that would really help the channel out. Don't have to, but I am begging. Simply as that, I am begging. So now that the Hyphessobrycon Procyon are basically just mini fish, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give them 3 meals a day to keep them active. I'm going to give them baby brine shrimp just to get them on that hunting mode. I'm going to give them the pellets that I showed you before, and I'm going to mix up the 3rd meal with probably frozen food and crushed up flake food. See how we get on with that. But that will take us from this stage to selling them. Now I'm not too sure if I'm selling them or just taking them to Ash and let him sell them in the pet shop, because he was good enough to give us the adults, so I should really give him some back. So I'll probably just give them to Ash. I'm not in it for the money at the minute. Probably never, to be quite honest. But it's nice to keep giving and paying it forward. That's the secret to this game of fish keeping. If you get something for free, pay it forward and give someone else something for free. Don't be one of these tight wads that just wants to keep everything, keep all the information, and keep everything you got. Share all the information you can. And if you've liked this video, thanks for watching, and until next time, ta-ra. Is that right? I think it is. Boo! So this is part 3, as I've probably said 3 times, all the way through the video. But if you want to see parts 1 and 2, here's the playlist.